Ace Alnizzare.
Hello, Simon Rainier, Lynx Alnizzare out of Kamloops, British Columbia. And today, what we're going to be looking at is guards for today's practice. Now, when I talk about guards, I'm not talking about like hand guards. I'm talking about positions in which we hold the sword. Specifically, what makes a guard position as opposed to just kind of like holding the sword, I don't know, there. Because you can hold the sword in a lot of different ways. Some ways are good, some ways are bad. And rather than looking at any specific system for what makes guards, all systems have their own guards, we're going to look at sort of like the core elements of what make them universal. A guard has to do two basic things. Provide cover, either actively or passively, and provide a threat. If we look at sort of like classical outside, inside guards, it's clearly covering a line. You're not going to cut at me on this side. You're not going to cut at me on this side. It's providing protection there. It's providing a threat in that I can just kind of stick my point in your face or turn that quite nicely into a cut strong enough to knock the camera clear off the thing from a distance. We look at some of the other positions we can take. For example, a high guard, known in various systems by various names, still counts as a guard. It provides a threat, quite obviously, because this sword is going to come down and it is going to suck. But it also actually provides cover by providing an active defense of no matter what comes in, I can quite easily drop it down into something that protects me. Similarly, when we have any sort of the center line guards, and we see this a lot with two-handed swords, as well as some single-handed sword systems. When we're talking rapier, a lot of times the body's pulled more back. The sword itself is not covering any particular line, but because such a small motion can be used to do so, we treat that as being a guard. So, for today's practice, a little more cerebral, we're going to practice cutting. And we're going to think to ourselves, after every cut, are we in a guard position? Is this providing cover? Yes. Is this providing a threat? Yes. How about here? There's the threat, cover, small motions to protect myself. Cool. So, play with it. This is an area of no wrong answers. This is we cut, cool. We cut, cool. We cut. Am I doing anything here? Maybe. How can I make it work? Cut, cut, cut. Again, following all the rules of the previous days we've laid out for ourselves as well. Yeah, so start playing with your cuts, start thinking about guard positions. One thing to watch out for is as we're cutting, we're not overcutting here, right? There's not a clear threat. There's no cover. I can theoretically move my sword to cover myself, but if you try it out, it's awkward. Also, another little nuance as we start to get a feel for this is, again, going back to our high guard. Love a good high guard. If we're here, we actually have a few different avenues of attack. If we're like wrapped all the way around here, basically all I can do is uncoil. If I bring my sword arm forward a bit, there's more I can do, right? High guard, most obvious attack, but there's also that. I can come around this way. So, our threat should ideally be able to come from multiple angles. Again, that sort of underarm position. This is a guard position. This is not. This is. Subtle difference. But, because I can uncoil that a little faster, also I can attack downwards. I can attack upwards. Across the middle. You know, there are options. So, today's practice, play with the guard positions. Cut. Cut. Think of the threat. Tips are great for threatening people. Think of the cover. If you're wondering about sort of cover, having a camera or a mirror, is there a clear line that's stopped by the sword? Cut. Cut. See you later.